Welcome in. Thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. Beaufort County Sheriff P.J. Tanner met with a bit more supportive crowd that overflowed from the Bluffton Library in his second Q&A with residents over his decision to try to join in on the federal 287G immigration program operated by ICE. Tanner says he'd now like to dedicate 2 officers, not just 1, to the program at a cost of $270,000, but with the benefit of giving county law officers access to a federal database that will help identify undocumented people with criminal records in the county. Opponents of the plan fear it could lead to racial profiling and to fewer crimes actually being reported by immigrants. Tanner did receive more support from the crowd than he did in a similar Q&A in Beaufort a couple of weeks ago. Tanner says he expects the county to become part of the federal program within the next couple of months. We always like to keep up with what's going on up in the coast in Myrtle Beach because similar situations can soon face us down the coast. Their city council has responded to recent shootings in the downtown area by tightening its curfew for those age 17 and under who now cannot be on the streets in the central business district of Myrtle Beach between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. Myrtle Beach has had 2 recent shootings in a busy section of Ocean Boulevard and has seen a spike in juvenile arrests since spring break. There are exceptions to the curfew for young workers or those accompanied by parents. If you're already living in the Lowcountry and thinking of relocating, or if you're vacationing here and dreaming of moving here, you're at the head of the class of a national relocation company's latest data that has South Carolina the #1 search state to move into compared to moving out of. MoveBuddha says that for every 100 searchers thinking of moving out of the state, 218 want to move in. The #1 figure in the country, Tennessee, is a distant second. Among the top American cities to move into in 2025, Myrtle Beach is #1 in searches, 255 for every 100 seeking to move out. Greenville is 3rd on the list. Charleston is tied for 8th. Confirming at least the same theory about the attraction of our state, realty numbers show South Carolina home sales continuing to rise while the rest of the U.S. housing market is falling month over month and year over year. Sales of single-family homes in the state still 4% higher June over June and a little over 1% this year, while national sales are down 14% in June and over 6% from a year ago. If there's any good news for home buyers, median sale prices are up only 1% statewide this June, compared to about 4% last June. And if you still want to plan a getaway from here before school starts, the travel website Dunhill Travel Deals says Mississippi is the place to go for the most budget-friendly road trip, figuring in room costs, gas costs, and other everyday expenses, the number of available national parks, and road conditions. Besides costs, Mississippi is ranked highly on the number of cultural and natural attractions. Arkansas and North Carolina are #2 and #3. Tennessee and Oklahoma are 4th and 5th most budget-friendly. Amazingly, South Carolina only ranks 30th overall, though we are ranked highly for low gas prices and for crowds. We are 35th in average room rate and in the mid-30s for national park attendance and 38th for the quality of our roads. We are at least 15th for the crowds. For more details on these stories and other Lowcountry news, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. Still plenty ahead on the WHHI Daily News. We're going to talk to a member of the National PTA about raising your kids these days in a digital world. We're also going to talk about Lowcountry Habitat for Humanity. That's coming up next.